to start talking about logic. And the first thing we need to do is figure out if we know what a statement is or what is not a statement. And if you read the book, a statement is defined as a declarative sentence that is either true or false, but not both simultaneously. So a lot of ways you can do is you can say, is this true or false? And is there an answer? You can have an answer, yes or no, based on what is given in the problem. So we're going to start off with problem number 1, and it says decide whether it is a statement or not a statement. February 2nd, 2009 was a Monday. So is that true or false? Well, yes, we can answer that. It's either true or false. It's one or the other, but not both. So therefore, it is a statement. Okay, number 4, yield to oncoming traffic, true or false? So that's not really, it's not something you can say is true or false, it depends upon the situation. So that is not a statement. Number 7, some numbers are positive. Is that true or false? That's true. So it is in a self-declarative statement. Some numbers are positive. So that's a statement. Where are you going tomorrow? True or false? That doesn't really match, does it? So that is not a statement. Number 14, 1 gallon of milk weighs more than 3 pounds. True or false? Well, yes, we can answer that. So that is a statement. So the way I'm looking at it is you sort of say the thing and then you go true or false and see if it makes any sense or not. Behavior, like number 12, behave yourself and sit down. True or false? That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. So I think that's the best way of doing it. Okay, the second group is decide whether each statement is compound. So let's start on 15. If I read the Detroit Free Press and I read the Sacramento Bee. I read the Detroit Free Press, true or false? Yes, true. It depends upon the person. If I read the Sacramento Bee, true or false? Yes, I can answer that. So it is a statement, and the and is between the two statements. So this is a compound statement. Okay, let's try 18. Mamie Zwettler is younger than 18 years of age, and so is her friend Emma Lister. So yes, that is another example of a compound statement. Really, time they're not compound statements when the and is not between two statements. It's just a so let me pick one out that is, let's pick 20. The sign on the back of the car read, Canada or bust. So that the or there is not really, doesn't break the statement into two statements. It's just Canada or bust. It's not breaking. So you can't use the words and or. The statement has an or, and so it must be compound. It depends upon where that and or is. So this is not a compound statement. Okay, next group, we write the negation of each statement. What's the negative of this? So 24 says the flowers are to be watered. So in this case, the flowers are not to be watered. I guess you could say, well, somebody could say, well, no flowers are to be watered, but that would not be that would not be correct. So flowers are to be watered. The flowers are not to be watered. Okay, let's look at 27. Some books are longer than this book. So you could think, well, is all books are longer than this book? That's not really a negative. So some books, then the question is, the other option would be no books are longer than this book. And that would be the correct one. No book is longer than this book. Or no books are longer than this book. Either way. Okay, let's say 31. Everybody loves somebody sometimes. So again, you can think, well, nobody loves somebody sometimes, but that's not really where the negation happens. Everybody loves somebody sometimes. So this is a little more difficult. Everybody loves everybody loves somebody sometimes. Somebody sometimes. So everybody loves no one always. So I'm going to write that one and see what that may not be correct. Let's try that. Everybody loves no one always. I don't think that's correct. But I think if you did, everybody does not love somebody sometimes, probably would be more accurate. And actually, looking at the solution, someone does not love somebody sometimes is actually the correct answer. So we have to actually do it a couple places. Everyone becomes someone instead of no one, because that would be too restrictive, I think. Instead of having everybody does love, basically, it doesn't, then becomes everybody does not love somebody. And instead of always, it becomes sometimes. Okay, so I think that's all we're going to do for this group.